Hi there! Thank you so much for joining me. This is Julie DiMatteo from thepaperpixie.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this really cute scalloped tag topper mini gift bag, is what I'm calling it. And it is sized perfectly to hold 2 Hershey's Nuggets. And we're going to use some of the new Halloween products from the 2018 holiday catalog. And it's just a really quick and easy treat holder to make. I want to give a shout out to fellow German demonstrator Petra Rosenbaum. While I didn't follow her tutorial, she does have a project very similar to this, so I do want to give her a shout out. Great minds think alike. And I'd like to show you how easy this is to make, so let's go ahead and get started. We're using a 4" by 5 7/8" piece from the Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper. You can get 6 of these out of a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. If you're using 8.5 by 11 cardstock, you can get 3 of these. So along the 4" side, I'm going to score this at 1" and 3 inches. I'm going to rotate it to the 5 7/8" side, and I'm going to score this at 2 1/4 and 3 5/8. I'm going to first fold and burnish on all the score lines. And once that's done, I'm going to fold in these 2 sides, and we want to make diagonal score lines. There is a horizontal score line here. We want to meet up the horizontal score line with the folded edge to create that diagonal score line. Let me show you a quick template of what we're doing. So imagine that these 2 sides are folded in, and we're going to be creating these diagonal score lines. So let me do that really quickly, and I'll show it to you up close. I'm going to put the tip of my bone folder right there where I want it to start to bend on the diagonal. And then I'll come in and burnish that diagonal score line. So what we've done, again, that horizontal score line, folding it to meet up with that folded edge. So see how it creates that diagonal score line? And we're going to do that to all 4 sides. Okay, now that that's done, if we pinch here, you can see how it's going to create that little pocket. Now the next thing we're going to do is, while these sides are folded in, I'm going to feed them into the Scalloped Tag Topper punch. This is my absolute favorite punch. But by scoring it at 1" and 3 inches, what we've created is a 2" wide piece here, and that's going to fit perfectly in the Scalloped Tag Topper punch. We'll punch both ends. And then you'll find that this looks a lot like the template now. Okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is, this is totally optional, but I've noted here on the template adding glue to this section here. It's kind of the outside corner sections. You want to make sure that you don't put any glue past that diagonal score line in this section here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. Okay, now that the glue is in those outside corners, I can just go ahead and press this down. It's only going to adhere down where we want it to adhere. So now when I pick up those edges, there's that pocket again. But these sections are now glued down. Now what we can do is add our 2 Hershey's Nuggets, and those will fit right next to each other. Perfectly fit in that little pocket. Now you'll see that one side of the DSP, the cats are upside down, and the other side, they're right side up. So this will be the front of our container. And as I go to pinch the top together, I'm also just kind of putting my index fingers here and pressing that in just slightly, and that's going to kind of give it that gift bag feel. So then you'll see on the sides, it's really nice finish there. Okay. To hold this together, we're just going to use a little piece of ribbon. I'm using the 3/8 inch glittered organdy ribbon. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the glitter to that. And I'm just going to cut a 6" piece. And then we're going to do a little bit of a Vera Bradley ribbon pull here. So this is our front. I'm going to feed the ribbon through the back to the front. Kind of hold that piece in place. I don't know, I've put about 1/4 of it through. Then I'm going to take the other end and bring it around to the front, wrap it around the front, bring it to the back. Okay, so we've basically, I'm wrapping it around that front piece we pulled through initially, bringing it to the back, and then I'm going to feed that back through the hole to the front. Pull it through, and then I'm going to feed it back up through that loop we just created. I'm kind of lining up the ends. Now I'll just pull it tight. I'm not going to pull too hard because we don't want to rip the paper. And then I'm just going to grab my paper snips and trim this off at an angle. And you have that really cute ribbon pull to hold this treat holder together. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of decorating. I'm using the Cauldron Bubble Bundle, and we're going to use the Trick or Treat sentiment as well as this little kitty cat. And then I'm going to use the cat die to cut out the cat. And we're going to stamp that with the Memento black ink. So we'll stamp the sentiment. Then the kitty cat. Then I'm going to use 3 colors of Stampin' blends. The first one is dark Granny Apple Green. Next is light Smoky Slate. And then dark Petal Pink. So I'm going to use the pen side of all of these. That's the side with the narrow line versus the thick line. And I'm first going to color in the inside of the ears with the dark Petal Pink. And his nose. Then with the Granny Apple Green, again the pen side, we'll color in his eyes. And then I'll come in and color the rest of his body with the light Smoky Slate. Okay, first, using the 1-inch circle punch, I'm going to pop out the Trick or Treat. And then using the Cauldron set of dies, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the cat. How cute is that? And then we're going to layer some things here. Okay, I've cut out a small basic black circle using the layering circles dies. I used the smallest circle die. And then using the 1 3/8 inch scallop circle punch, I'm going to punch out a circle from Granny Apple Green. Now using liquid glue, I'm going to layer the 3 circles together. And I'm going to pop them up on dimensionals. Stick that right on the center of our treat holder. I'm going to grab a couple of glue dots to adhere the cat. And then we'll just pop that right off to the right side of the sentiment. Cute. Then I'm just going to grab a quick small rhinestone just to add a little bit of bling to tie into the glittered organdy ribbon. And voila, there is our Hershey's Nugget mini gift bag, perfect for Halloween treats. If you're like me, I can't give any naked candy out on Halloween, so I think this will be this year's Halloween treat holder for my trick-or-treaters. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video. If you're interested in purchasing any of the Stampin' Up! Products I used today, they'll be linked in the description. I'll also include a link to my detailed blog post with all project details, measurements, and a picture of the template. And I'd love to have you come visit me at thepaperpixie.com, where I post projects every weekday to inspire you. I have options to subscribe to both my daily blog updates as well as my monthly newsletter, and I'd love to welcome you as a new subscriber. You can shop with me anytime at thepaperpixie.com/shop. And if you're interested in earning a discount on your Stampin' Up! Purchases, I'd love to have you join my team of Paper Pixies. And you can purchase the starter kit at thepaperpixie.com/join. Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care. Bye.